same time, he's got to get over to the right-hand side to defend against this. Another for the fatherland, rushing in there. Luvnest trying to get that decap so that he can get VP win.
That tactical movement is being used in the most tactical way I've ever seen it be used. Luvnest is using it to maintain control of central and the eastern victory points, despite the odds of a bulldozer Sherman raining hellfire on him, and it's worked beautifully.
It has, yeah. I really like, as he's taken the bulldozer over here, he's taken the 2 AT guns to defend just in case that Jagdtiger comes in. He's going to be ready for it if it does. It's really, really crucial right now that he manages to get these Volkswagens and stops them from getting the cap on. There's a nice grenade from the Obersoldaten in the center, doesn't quite get the MG down, but he will need to retreat out of there. There's the cap though, a little bit of extra pressure as the VPs continue to drip down. Luvnest is just on the brink of victory, and this may be an overextension though. He's taking the AT guns way too far.
Are out of position. They need to wipe them, they need to get rid of them. Then the big King Tiger comes into place. However, a rifle nade goes in, an anti-tank rifle nade. Oh, and there you go, the bulldozer Sherman polishes off the reconnaissance Panzer II tank. Jagdpanzer, don't know what that was doing, trying to find the howitzer in the background, did not manage to do that.
It was actually well played by DevM because he kept the MG there even with one model to try and keep suppressing the Obersoldat and stopping them from getting these wipes. AT guns now, I mean the King Tiger is relatively damaged. He's going to keep going for it. There's a couple of penetrating shots. Obersoldat on low health, and they think there's probably enough medium cover now there to keep them alive all the way through.
Still alive, those heroes of the Eastern Front, all experience to give to the rest of the Wehrmacht, still surviving. King Tiger's eating up some meaty shots. DevM, what's happening on the southeastern victory point there, Dan? We've got another battle there for victory point control. Every victory point matters right now. 39 remaining. DevM, somehow, the Portuguese prodigy has somehow kept in this game despite Luvnest's superior play. He's somehow survived, and he's still surviving.
He's playing out of his skin, to be honest, to be competing up against what's on the field right now. Still getting vehicle wipes. You know, there's a lot of fuel on. If he can just manage to hold it for a little bit longer, get his stuff reinforced, then you know there's every chance that he can continue, get the M10s on the field and make it good.
For DevM right now.
Huh?
Is Barton playing for DevM? We checked profiles, didn't we?
Oh
this
yeah.
is eerily similar of a Barton game. This feels like we're now in the Barton zone. For those that don't know, a very famous Polish player that always makes late game comebacks despite the odds. And DevM seems to be somehow exhibiting Barton-like symptoms, which he probably should see his doctor about, quite frankly. But it's looking eerily similar to that kind of thing. He's somehow keeping hold of 2 victory points. His holy holds 39. And he still has a valid army. He has Vet 3 on all his surviving rifles, Vet 3 on his lieutenants. It's all about now rebuilding his tank army, using the M1s to keep the KT away, and he could clutch this from the fires of Hades and make a G2 comeback, one of his historic comebacks of all time.
God, he's spending a lot of munitions on these grenades right now. I personally would have thought that you know, having access to the 240mm was a great prevention for this King Tiger being in the center. By the way, but this has just been damaged, so he could rush in and try and get a snare off. In fact, Luvnest has still got the fatherland.
What's this STG squad doing? It's going to go around the wreckage of the house most likely. Oh god! This hero rifle is likely going down. It gets taken out by the pencil mounts of the King Tiger. However, squad wipe in return possibly. No first grenadier does get away. Howitzer Sherman, how many kills has that baby got down? It's sitting pretty on 24
currently on 24
kills.
at the moment.
It doesn't matter right now because the M1's down and the Jagdpanzer is hunting. It's in its name and it's living up to it right now.
Yeah, this is looking like it might be a game-winning push. We're going to have Volksgrenadiers push in. Will they clear up the lieutenant? It'll be another squad wipe. No, lieutenant's going to get away. AT gun is crude. Jagdpanzer 4 getting veteran C2 now. The amount of damage is going to give him.
Sen's going to have to play a big role down. He's going to have to go all the way around. He's going to have to find the Jagdpanzer. No, it doesn't. And the victory points are ticking down for right now. There are 2 against it.
Wow.
There you go.
He's going to go for the AT gun. Oh, it's giving him a squad wipe there.
Him. Absolutely massacring him. And this STG's come into vision.
There's got to be, I mean, there really does have to be like an all or nothing push here.
Oh, it was insult to injury. And I think that was the death knell for DevM. As the M10 couldn't quite make it, he was seen to be repaired, he sees the King Tiger find it, and GT goes to the German Giants.
Oh, that was a really good game.
That was
a really
fantastic.
good game. Yeah, well, one of the better games like we've seen today already is one of that. And just, going back over it, like this, the attention to detail constantly from Luvnest, like he's mining down early, all those munitions being spent go into that, do you know what I mean? They go really, really into having those mines on the field. Even with the minesweeper there, though, the minesweeper wasn't always at the front of the engagements, you know, he's like, capping with the echelons and not really spotting those. Cost him the first M10, and it just kind of get worse and worse from there. But, you know, just very good preservation.
So we're going to have a quick 5-minute interval, 5 minutes only, to allow the players their 5-minute break. That is in the rules. These lights are very hot today, and these guys are getting very stressed, so we're going to have a quick intermission. Very quick, though. Most likely going to roll a montage, possibly open up a raffle in chat. The thing you're raffling up today, guys, if you've seen it on Kota.org's main page, the article will show you the poster you can win, an A3 size version signed by DevM, myself, Dan and Luvnest. You'll be able to raffle for one of those today, so exclamation mark raffle. Von Klug, if he's out there, he will be opening up this raffle very shortly. Yes, he's opening it up. So that's exclamation mark raffle to win a GCS poster.
He's opening up something.
Usually a beer. Probably a beer. But as we say, so we're going to very quickly show the amazingly created montage video that Dan made, and we'll be back very shortly, so do not go away.
Push down, he's going in for the flanking push. Rakettenberg's in that centre pass, does not matter. M4C Sherman's going for the Osman. The T-70's going to try and get rid of Raketten. Here comes the Krautmo, the M5 hard track with the quad mount. Everything's going wrong for Burmy very quickly.
3485 to the left, whilst all of the infantry was seemingly on the mid to right. Yaktig is going to try and get some shots off, and it does, actually connects again. Yeah, T-3476 doesn't. King Tiger easily going to be able to deal with the situation, and now he's going for the rear armour, trying to maybe block it in so the AT gun can also get some work. That looks like a successful block.
It's Panzer Fear's coming in. The Sherman's in an ambush position. He's going to get that rear armour facing. SU-85's about to go down. Tiger's getting done down by the Sherman though as the Stuka rains fire from above. What an armoured confrontation. It looks likely that Aimstrong's come out highly on top here. All three vehicles down for Hooligan. Aimstrong reigning supreme through the centre.
They're going to try and get it. Havoc just doesn't know how to do this. The King Tiger's parked in the centre. There's no way round. He just has to take it from the front. Good counterplay from Tobestone. Gets the Faust on the T-3485. Here comes the Raketten. He's going to get a shot off. That's the penetration.
Shit, Rouse! I came there for no problem with it. I got the Panther! Pershing goes down to try and Panther down! He's sitting up there. Everything is blowing apart! Everything's going kaboom!
Really shouldn't do. Or should he? Oh, no, he gets it! He gets it with the Ziscon! Holy crap! Oh.
to Battle Planner.
Hello everybody, we are back and pretty soon about to go into Game 3 of this series, a series which is currently dominated by Luvnest in a 2-0 situation. What a turnaround. Not sure anybody was expecting 2 wins at the start of this. Right now we do have, let me just check the Battle Planner, they're getting ready for their Game 3 right now. Gonna change a map, it's going to be Crossing in the Woods.
Crossing in the Woods, which is a bit of a Luvnest speciality, but it's also a DevM speciality. a DevM speciality. Both these guys have had amazing games on this map. DevM with his notorious MG pushes, Luvnest with his great play where he spreads it with the support weapons. So in my mind, this is an ideal opportunity for DevM to get back into it. So I think it's time to get ready and play the game.
I think so too, and Crossing in the Woods, I mean, is widely regarded as one of the better sniper maps. It's actually regarded as an austere map. We've seen DevM strategies here before be brutal. Not sure if we'll get away with it today, but you know, in previous encounters, you know, we saw that MG42 straight up the map at the start of the game, locking down that that shed, that tiny little shed with a very fortunate window, and then we see the lockdown. It's very difficult to, you know, if you don't respond to it instantly, very difficult to get out. Might not see it today, but just so that you guys know, like, this is a classic map for these players. We've seen incredible games. You remember when Luvnest played Price? Do you ever remember that? Yeah, they don't. Do you remember when Luvnest played Price?
They are.
And they were playing like sniper to sniper in on it. I was like some of the best sniper play like I think I'd ever seen in my life, because both of them like so good. Do you want me to?
Yeah, they're playing right now. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. No, I just thought you would cover it better.
No, I was like, I didn't know how to. You were so in your flow, and I was like, they're playing. I can see that they're playing in the corner of my eye.
That's the game.
What about the restraining order? You're not allowed within a foot, I said.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's we are about to go into this third game right now, and it's going to be, if you guys haven't checked the Battle Planner already, Soviets versus austere. Sniper to sniper, we hope. And do you know what? That first time in the previous game, we've got a while before it actually jumps into the start on that. The first time in that last game, we saw counter-attack tactics. Now, counter-attack, like, for Mother Russia was so strong. We saw it on the penals. Like, penals are good anyway, but then they can actually get the boost to run in close to get the high DPS. And especially when they're playing against austere, you know, you've got a model advantage. You've got just this power advantage. There's no upgrades. You know, it's just so good to close that in. And he was saving up those munitions so that when he actually hit that CP for Mother Russia, it was just used. It was just used, and it was brutal, and it denied resources. So I would expect maybe to see that again, but on a map like this, you just don't know, do you? Because it's a lot of choke points. There's a lot of, you know, you're not going to escape AT as easy with a KV1 here. We could see Lend-Lease, but what are your thoughts on this?
With Crossing in the Woods, it's often about how you divide the map. It's how aggressive you want to be versus how much control you want to have. Because you can go for an aggressive push, but because it's such a wide map, that leaves one end open. So you often see a horizontal split go into a vertical split. So it's all about your early game build orders. With the SVT penals and how Luvnest has been playing today, he's been playing so damn well. Sometimes the aggressive approach might be best. DevM, I think this is more on him now. It's more on how he takes it. If he can find those gears he's so capable of. We've got 10 seconds till live, by the way. We just had a bit of delay that we weren't expecting, but there we go.
Yes, typical observer delay coming in here, but we are about to go into this game. I'll let you do the introductions as we move in.
Oh, and there you go. You are looking at the German giant Luvnest. He is 2-0 up in this best of 7. First of 4 series, he's as the Soviets. And he's the north side of Crossing in the Woods.
That's right, map change for game 3, and he's going to be playing against DevM, who has really got to pull something out of the bag in this game, because 2-0 down in the series at the moment. And do you know what, I have to say, Luvnest has beaten some of DevM's best strategies. He's beaten his strategy. You know, we didn't know what the strategy was. We didn't.
But I mean, for you, more than one strategy.
But come on, the armor company we saw in game 2, you know, like that he's even got his own face on that commander. It's like that is the one he can play.
That's his strategy, yeah, for US.
Totally. So
I'm not being disparaging towards DevM. I'm just saying that Luvnest hasn't beaten DevM's strategies. He's beaten DevM. He's overcome that aggressive, hyper-intensive, tactical play of DevM with the high APM all over the place. He's overcome that, and that is the impressive thing for me right now. It wasn't due to any strategic power play by Luvnest, it was about the play itself.
Well, we'll see if he can pull it off again. I think on the talk of strategy, whether you're still calling it strategy or not, I mean, I think, you know, like, DevM has to be a lot more careful here. One thing that Luvnest has been doing is kind of traps and tricks. I think that's actually how we could possibly define what we've seen from him, traps and tricks. We had demos from the Soviets, we had Mines playing as OKW, and it was defensive. Like the units that we saw, the vehicles that we saw, you know, Jagdpanzer IV going into King Tiger, it was just like a take and hold with very, very good defense. So hopefully that's what needs to be broken here. I think that's the key to this. And if anyone's going to be able to do it, it's going to be DevM with the kind of...
We all know, Dan, that traps and tricks are great. But in order to put them down, you need to have map control. So it's more of a punishment mechanism. We're starting to sound a little bit shady right now, but it's more of a punishment mechanism to punish somebody that's lost map control. And Luvnest is able to lay them down, these booby traps, all over the place and cause problems for DevM of the future on the rebound. So DevM now has got to be ultra aggressive. But where's the MG? We so often see the MG from him, and he's gone again with the sniper.
He has, yeah. I think he may have just... this is a sniper map. This is a very good map for snipers. And if you are the kind of person that can get away with playing sniper early, you do enjoy a very, very good early game of manpower draining, which can really help you tech up in this game if you are just bleeding your opponent. You know, with these units very, very well. But of course both players are going to go for this, and it creates this weird stalemate. We saw it in the game earlier, we saw it Von Ivan and Hans did the same thing, we've seen it from these guys, and you know, it kind of just stunts any of them being able to get away with it. But this is a really nice push from DevM on the right here. This time he's not pulling any punches. He's got his fuel on the left-hand side. He's got some engineers there to give vision for when for when Luvnest is going to cross. And he's just holding the map much better this time.
Again. Gotta be careful. These SVT rifles, so damn good at plinking away at that sniper.
I'm so surprised he's retreating them as late as he is, because you can tell he's watching that unit, you can tell he's clicking it around, but just waiting for it to take health damage before hitting that retreat button. But double fuel potentially going to come in here for DevM. How is he going to tech this?
There we go, we've got the good capping from Luvnest versus the capping worker unit of DevM. Very interesting situation. They're both just minding their own business and taking pot shots at each other whilst they do it. And here comes the vision to spoil the party and ruin the parity.
Green cover here was wired off by Luvnest earlier on, so DevM's not going to be able to enjoy cover there with the Grenadiers. Still manages to push off the engineers. The sniper would have come up anyway to have helped close that engagement, but DevM's got to be really, really careful. Any decent push from Luvnest through the center could be the end of days for that sniper. And we got to see, we saw it last,
yes,
we saw it in one of the other games.
I'm so waiting for it, because at the moment DevM is being a brutal commander. He's making the sharpshooter of the Wehrmacht army drag himself around with one arm, barely fire the trigger, blood pouring all over his face. He really needs healing, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, it was the obvious choice there. He doesn't have any vetted units in the Grens to use the medical supplies, so he's not going to be able to do it that way. He needs that sniper, though. He needs to be getting the veterancy up on that so he can make that play with the incendiary shot that's going to be able to take Luvnest down at 360 manpower. But, you know, regardless of what happens here, I think he's going to come into teching so much quicker, and I think that will turn this game, because Soviets can really, really struggle with the early Oster tech.
Here we go, MP40s, newly buffed versus the SVTs there. We've also got another engagement with the two-man Grens getting away. Satchel laid. So there you go, that Pioneer squad just beats a penal squad down. That's what they can do at close combat situations.
Yeah, he's playing the engagements well.
What's this Grenadier doing? Well, playing that very well.
Hanging around.
This hero Pioneer doing good work there. Then we cut to the Grenadier. It's all going on. DevM's putting up another sterling defence of his territories, and he currently holds 2 victory points, and he hasn't lost a single one as of yet.
You see the sniper trying to get healed there. Might go in for some shots against the penal battalions that are trying to decap through the centre. It's not going to make so much of a difference though, because I kind of feel like the priority right now should be resources on the map for Luvnest, and DevM is controlling the map very, very well here. We've got Grenadiers potentially coming up on the flank. Luvnest has spotted that immediately. Well, I say that, maybe he would have hit the retreat, but he's going to go try and stealth into cover. That hasn't worked, and the Grenadiers may get some shots off here. Have to retreat because of the penal battalions, but they tried to stand still to get higher accuracy on.
But look at DevM's... oh god, that sniper's really careful. Oh, Demo goes off and kills the Grenadier there! That's one Grenadier down. DevM's down to 3. Still got the Pioneer. The sniper's still alive. However, Luvnest with the 90 munitions kill.
DevM does have the minesweepers. Again, this has happened every single game. Like, he's had the minesweepers, they just haven't been in the areas they've needed to be. Very, very unfortunate, really. But you know, it could have picked off bigger targets. It was quite fortunate that it only dealt with one of the Grenadiers.
Grenadiers get behind cover. Possible rifle raid coming up, but I'm sure Luvnest will mitigate it. Elsewhere, they've got Car 98 rifles gunning for this sniper team. What's happened in the south there? Nothing as of yet. We've got multiple engagements going on. These guys are the best players in Company Heroes 2 today, and they're in a grand final. This is game 3. We've got Luvnest 2-0 up against DevM. The winner walks away today with £1,400, a trophy, and a lot of pride, respect, honour and prestige. With a pitched engagement, SVT's this time beaten out thanks to the marauding Grenadiers of DevM. You might take one away from him, you'll rebuild it, and he'll use the 3 he's currently got to cause all kinds of problems. He knows there might be a demo here. He's playing aggressive. This is the DevM of days gone by, and there you go. That was DevM thinking there was a demo there. Did you see that, Dan? He retreated despite not needing to retreat, because he thought, hang on, there's going to be a demo here, and there wasn't. So that is, what is that you call it, Dan?
I think you call that a bluff.
I thought you called it psychological mind meta. Well,
I'm trying to avoid the phrase for you. I put a lot of effort into avoiding it so that you don't have to pull me up on it constantly. It is, of course, that psychological warfare. It's got to be ingrained into him at the moment that everywhere he moves against the Soviets, there could be some kind of mine or demo that is just going to eat away at his manpower. So he's got to be careful. He's got to be traveling with the minesweepers. Surprised that he isn't at the moment. But he's still playing very, very well at this point. Luvnest seems to be getting back onto his feet, reconnecting the fuel with the engineers here, locking down the right side. It's looking to be a good game. And Soviets always start slow, so we were going to kind of expect this. But what we're going to wait for, we really do need to keep our eyes on the snipers, because at one point during this game, we're going to have a very definitive engagement between them.
Look at DevM. Look at DevM. He's not going for G43s on his Grenadiers. He's keeping his options open to possibly go mobile defense should he need it. We all know DevM, when on the back foot, likes to rely on those call-in vehicles for mobile defense. So he's now putting LMGs on his Grenadiers because he doesn't want to go for a commander pick quite yet.
I'm surprised he went for that, because there was an engineer on the fuel point. He didn't know if they'd planted demos or not. He went for it anyway. So maybe not quite as careful as we predicted before.
Here we go, Grenadiers getting cocky in the centre. Elsewhere in the west, looks like Luvnest expanding. There's no mines or demos on this path, so DevM's going to trade one victory point for another. And this game is so even, Dan.
It is, yeah. It's just swinging in the other direction. I've got to say, this is a great pressure play from Luvnest, because he's splitting the Axis forces. He's using the sniper very, very well. And he's just making it very, very difficult for DevM to go anywhere on the map. Every time he does, he pushes through and decaps. It's beautiful. But look, again, we're getting a switch again. Now it's DevM is about to turn.
There wasn't a demo there the first time. This time he chances it. He's having to be aggressive. DevM also, we just saw on screen, building tier 3. He's got a nice bank of fuel. So he's in a very strong position. No commander picks of yet. I'd love to see the betting in Twitch chat for what they reckon is going to happen. But the main thing on the battlefield right now is one P word, parity. Both players are playing this in a very even-keeled situation. And we've got tier 3 coming up to further exemplify my point in the northern sector of Luvnest's territories, the base. So we've got tier 3 coming up in unison. We've got nice switching of the map. What's going to happen next? Anything, basically.
It's a difficult. I think whatever comes out of this tier for Luvnest could be a little bit decided, because we do get a weird matchup between like a T-70 and a Panzer IV, which could happen. You know, we might see some interesting plays where DevM could definitely take advantage. But if we see something like an Su-76 in the air zone with the snipers for sight, then we